Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? Whew, let's get hot sometimes. Anyway, today we're going to talk about what happened after Moses came down from the mountain and he had the Ten Commandments, because we've talked about that before. Well, guess what? Moses went back. God called Moses again, so he went back up on the mountain and he told Moses something special. He told Moses, build a tent. Have any of you ever built a tent like this? We used to build these all the time when I was a little girl. We'd take some chairs together and put blanket or a tablecloth and make a tent. Well, that's what God told Moses to do. God told Moses to build a tent. And they were going to place the Ten Commandments inside the tent. And that would be a worship area. And guess what? The great thing was the tent would move with them. As Moses and the people wandered in the desert and was moving toward the promised land, they could take their place of worship with them. And that's what they did. And so Moses came down and told all the people to bring their talents. The men got busy sewing and making tents. The women, which is what I was doing when y'all came to see me, is the women sewed beautiful and elaborate robes for the priests to wear in the tent, so that when they went in to worship God, they had special things. And the special tablet, the Ten Commandments, were placed in a gold box that were placed inside the tent when it was time to worship. That made their worship place special. They had the laws that God had given them. They had special clothes. And that sort of tells you now why we have a special place where we worship. It's coming from all those thousands of years ago when God told Moses to create a special place to house his word and to worship him. So that's why we call it a church. They called it a tabernacle or a temple. So remember that. And we haven't been in our special place of worship in a while. But guess what? It's still here. And as soon as the air conditioning is fixed, we'll be back in. Boys and girls, I hope you have a good weekend. And I will see you Sunday. Oh, by the way, let me show you a couple of things before we go. I've sent to your mom and dad paper that looks like this. This is the Sunday school lesson, the story I just told you. Cut out these figures, and you can color the priest's robe. See, I colored it purple because y'all know I color everything purple. And then this is the breastplate. The women sewed special jewels on the breastplate. And remember the breastplate from Bible school? The breastplate of what? Let me hear. Breastplate of what? Justice. That's exactly right. And the priests wore them when they entered the tabernacle. There's the special ark with the Ten Commandments. Now, our Bible verse is, shout triumphantly to the Lord, all the earth. Can you do it with me? Shout triumphantly to the Lord, all the earth. And shouting doesn't mean we have to scream. It means that we just have to tell people about God and about how wonderful he is. All right, let's say our prayer. Dear God, thank you for Moses. Thank you for asking Moses to build a special place for us to worship you. Thank you for loving us. And all of God's people say, amen.